Well, Gary, on the 53rd shot of the game, you got the game winner. It just, you had so many shots, so many chances. It had to feel good that you were able to get an overtime win after really, outplaying them the whole time.
Yeah, those games, I've been in those games before. I've been on both sides of them. And when you're on this side of it, when you're really outplaying the other team, outchancing them, they're very challenging games to coach in because that team was just waiting for a break, right? And they were cheating for offense a little bit, and they started getting behind us and just hoping for a break and an opportunity. And, our guys just stuck with it. I thought we did a really good job of sticking with it. Last night we weren't happy with the traffic we had around the net front in Birmingham. We did a lot better job of getting to the goalies, making them uncomfortable. Obviously, you've seen the first goal that we scored. They reviewed it for goalie interference, but it wasn't very close on the line. But that was the whole thing we wanted to do, was get more to the goalie, and we did. You got to tip your hat to their goalie. He played spectacular. I mean, he was out of this world. He really gave them a chance, and that's what you need some nights when you're not your best. We ask our goalies that sometimes when we're not our best. And I thought it was a good hockey game for the fans because we played extremely hard. And after a loss, I think that's what you always want to see from your group is every time we've lost a game this year, we've had a response. And I always say this all my years coaching, winning teams, to build up the right culture, you need to be able to respond after a loss. You got to really take a sense of pride about not losing back-to-back games. And the guys have done a good job with that so far this year.
Just describe what you saw with Zach. He made a really nice move on that defenseman or whoever was back there, and then went to the backhand side and lifted it up and got it into the top shelf of the net. Because that guy had stopped just anything in the pad area, and he got it high enough that it went right in. But what did you see? Has that play developed, and then what Zach was able to do to get that goal?
Well, in 3-on-3, it's all about winning your one-on-one battles. That's what it is, because it's all about open ice isolation, basically. So if you can beat one guy, then you got a chance to maybe beat the goalie. But you see, right before that, they had a breakaway chance of their own, and I don't know if Dinger made the save on that breakaway or if it hit the crossbar. I couldn't see.
I don't think it hit the crossbar.
No, he made a save.
Yeah,
so
it seemed like it went off his stick or something and went.
Yeah, so that's the big moment right there, because that's what overtime's all about. You have an offensive chance going one way. We get the save from Dinger, and then it goes back the other way, and then we're opportunistic, and that's the exciting thing for the fans. Not so much for coaches. Gives us a little bit of heart palpitation sometimes on the bench, but it's going this way. You hope you get the save, and then it's going the other way. So it's exciting for the fans. But Zach's move, if you know how bad the ice is in overtime, to be able to pull that to his backhand on bad ice and then actually tuck it up under the bar was an extremely difficult thing to do. So
at full speed.
At full speed. I mean, he's playing some outstanding hockey for us right now.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell the emotion in the building. Everybody was ready, to see these guys close it out in the final 90 seconds. They get a goal with 1:19 to go. I think their goaltender had just been pulled at that moment. Tie game, you just felt the energy, air out of the balloon, and then you guys come back and get the win. And I think that's had to be special too, because they were obviously jacked up about tying that game and could have stole one here tonight.
Well, that's those emotional moments you got to handle. I just try to collect them on the bench, and the captains were saying the right things. At that point, it's out of your control, right? It's a tie game. The only thing you can do is focus your energy towards getting the next point. You can't dwell in the doom and gloom stuff. It'd be very easy for our group to just kind of I can't believe we just lost that in the last minute. It's very easy for a team to do that. But again, we have the right guys on our team to kind of get us through those moments. And again, you see a great player like number 6 with that goal, and again, a big save by our goaltender. The guys are really starting to trust each other, and I'm starting to see that in practice during the week and in everything we're doing. Like I said, even in a loss last night, we still played pretty darn good, and we're coming along as a group. And like I told you guys when I took the job, I kind of look at the season in thirds. This is still the first third of the season. A lot about right now is just trying to implement all the systems and kind of what our identity is going to be, and then it's about the player evaluation, what guys are going to be able to actually perform in the system, and then move into that kind of second phase of the season type of thing. So they're doing a great job.
And you guys are now 5-0 at home, and I don't know. I can't remember the last time that's happened. I don't know when
Quit,
that.
quit talking
I know,
about it.
but that's
quit
good.
talking
You
about
had
it.
said in
God, the guy before the night, our radio guy, he comes in my office, and he's like, "I think you guys are undefeated on home ice." I'm like, "Don't."
Well, see, I
fucking
waited till
say it."
after you won, and plus you get a couple days to enjoy it before you play again. So you don't play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So okay, but still, you talked in September about the importance of playing well at home, and certainly that has happened.
Yeah, no, the guys have played really good at home. And, if you look at some of the games, we've had to claw back from behind. Tonight was a different type of game. That Knoxville game last Friday night was a game that we had to lead, and we kind of started choking it away, and then we ended up winning the game. So we found different ways to win and take 2 points on home ice. We want to continue to do that, but our road game is obviously something we want to keep focusing on because it seemed like we have a lot of road games seems early in our season. So a couple more this week. I think we're home on Wednesday
And you're on the road next weekend.
yeah, and on the road the 2 games on the weekend. So and again it's more Birmingham and more Macon, 2 teams that obviously we're very familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
He made that very important move before the shot. He toe dragged the puck.
Mm-hmm.
How much confidence did he have in himself to do that? The way the ice was all chopped up.
He's a confident player. I mean, he is. I mean, everything he does, he oozes confidence and swagger, and that's why he's a very good player at this level. I mean, to me, right now, he's him and Jonesy. I mean, a lot of our D are playing some elite minutes right now and playing great. But I think he's the best, if not the one of the top 3 defensemen in the league right now. The way he's playing, for sure.
And also the defense tonight. They had shots on net, but the way that the defense was playing, they kept it away from them for long periods of time and stuff. So let's talk about the defense and how they kept them from getting great direct shots on net.
Well, that's our system. That's the way that we're built. Last night we were disappointed in giving up 4 goals. We've really been trying to focus on. We want to be an offensive possession team, but in order to do that, you have to be a good structured defensive team. And last week we started making some strides in that with the 4-0 Birmingham road win. We let them too many goals against the Knoxville team on the one night, and then we shut out Knoxville, so we're starting to play better defensively, and then we give up 4 last night on the road, and so we weren't our best defensively, so I challenged the group before the game tonight about, we got to be better defensively. Good teams don't allow 4 or 5 goals a game. That's not the way the league's built, any league, so we got to make sure that we're keep continuing to play hard defensive hockey, because a team that checks well also ends up with the puck a lot more, and that's really what we're built for.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the back checking and stuff tonight, taking the puck away from them in mid ice or in neutral zones and stuff like that. That kind of stymie their movement towards the net too. Also.
Well, it helps our D out. When the forwards are working hard, and we have some skilled forwards, but watching skilled forwards actually work without the puck and work hard defensively is a thing of beauty, because it's so easy for those skilled guys to cut corners, and just say, well, my job here is just kind of to produce points and not work hard and not win my battles and not back check. Our guys are fully bought into working hard without the puck, and it's a testament to what they're doing inside the room. When I exit out, they're holding themselves personally accountable.
Coach Malik Johnson getting off of IR, getting healthy, getting back on the ice. Touch on, from a coach's perspective, with a coach's eye, how he looked to you, and also his impact being back on the ice to the team.
Yeah, good question. He's a leader for our group. He brings unbelievable energy to our lineup. Mm-hmm. I thought, in Birmingham, you could see it right away. He's really good in on the forecheck, and he gives us some range and some size. If you look at our forward group, we're not necessarily the biggest group, but, when you get him into the lineup then, and then, of course, with me playing Leitner tonight up front, now all of a sudden we got about 3 or 4 guys in our forward group that are 6'2" or bigger, and that helped on the forecheck tonight because Macon has a bigger D-core, so I thought you've seen us on the forecheck turn pucks over. You see the one goal that we scored, that second one where Leitner's in hard on the forecheck, goes to the body, creates the turnover, sets the whole goal up just with a heavy forechecking presence. So that was good to see. And, like I said, he's a fan favorite. His energy is palpable. It's palpable to me, to his teammates. And he's a guy that sticks up for teammates. He can do a little bit of everything for us. So we've missed him out of the lineup, but our team's a lot better when he's in the lineup for sure.
Gary, Brett's goal was obviously a big moment in the game too, because 2 goals were scored in the first period, and that was it. And then you're getting all these shots. You had power play, lots of good power play chances, good shots that just weren't going in, and then Brett again flicks it high, and it went, you know, in the top corner. I think it was Milan that waited, got the pass to him, and boom.
Yep. No, he's been playing some great hockey. I think maybe right now he's leading the league in goals, I think, right now. So, you know, he defensively, too, he just keeps getting better and better. And, you know, he's one of these guys that, you know, again, he wants to learn the North American game. He wants to do extra video. So, you know, he's doing the extra work at the gym. So, you know, I'm excited. I think his brother might be able to come back this weekend. He's getting close to coming off the IR, too. So there's another good forward. Could be coming back into the fray here pretty quickly. So, yeah, I like where we're at depth-wise. You know how it goes. ECHL teams could come knocking on my door. You know, who knows what's going to happen. You never know in this league, right? Week to week what your roster is going to look like. But I feel like we're protected with some good depth overall.